Hey, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone's having a great day. I've got one of these again. I was thinking about when I made the bat, the face looked like a dog, and I'm going to try to do a little dog. So let's get started. Alright, I'm going to take this. This is Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree sells different little wooden mushrooms. And this is what I used on the bat. And I had just snipped the top of this off and used that for the top of his head to build the head up. So that's what I'm going to do again. And we'll just save this for another project. I'm just sanding that down because it cut a little crooked. And I get these emery boards at the dollar store. So convenient. So let me see if I got my glue gun. Yep, my glue gun is hot. Let's sand this down just a little bit so the glue sticks where I'm going to glue that. I don't want it to move it around. Sometimes, you know, it's smooth surface with glue, it doesn't. Alright, we gotta get it centered. Make sure it's centered. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna need this. But I thought if I made this little puppy, I could somehow maybe glue a pencil or a pen. I don't know. Let me see. I don't even know if I have a pen handy. But, you know, even, I don't know if that would work or not. Or just leave it on here and cut this a little bit more and then shove the pen up in there and glue it. But then you can have the little dog at the top. I don't know. It was just an idea. So I want to, and this stuff, I got this at the Dollar Tree. It's stretchy one way and it's not stretchy the other way. So I want to make sure it stretches over the head and the snout. And then I have this longer stuff I can use for the ears. So let me see if I can cut this. I think my little scissors there. Let's see. I want to bring this down. So I'm going to cut it, and I'm going inside the fur because I don't want to cut a lot of the fur off. But I'm going to do a square here, somewhat of a square. But I'm staying close to the fabric that the fur is attached to without cutting all the fur. See? It cut a little bit, but not a whole lot. Okay. Make sure it stretches this way. We want to make sure it stretches. I'm just gonna kind of glue that down around the ball and then down that. Now this here has a lot of space in there, so if I just put glue in there and tuck this fur in there, that might work too. So when I pull this down and around, tuck that down in there. Same with this side. Uh-oh, it got stuck to the glue, got stuck to the scissors. I know it's a lot. Let's do a little snip in here. I'm gonna snip this corner off because there's a lot there. Same with this side. I'm gonna snip this corner if I can get a hold of it. I haven't got a clue what I'm doing. I'm just playing around because, you know, you throw all these things away and it's like, no, that might work for something else. So that's why I'm trying to do a little doggy and use it for something instead of tossing it in the garbage. Now I'm going to put some glue here at the end and get this wrapped around. I'm just jamming some glue up under there and hold that. Okay, we got that. This seems like a lot. I'm gonna try to, let me stick some more glue in here. See if I can get this to go in there. Like I said, I don't know what I'm really doing. I'm just trying to make use of these little pump heads so I don't have to toss them in the trash and I can make something out of them. Alright, get that to stay there. Alright, I think we got it completely covered. Alright. Now once I put some eyes and a nose on there, we gotta put some ears on them. Alright, I want to put something around his neck. I guess we'll just, should I use this around his neck? Maybe. I'm not even sure what this is. Okay, these are long skinny pieces. Alright, that'll work. Okay, this stuff is not stretchy. So if I take out a piece and just wrap it around there, will that look right with that color? I could do his ears out of this. Now this fur goes this way. Let me see. I don't have another comb up here. So if I stick, oh, let me cut like a 2-inch, and I'm gonna get underneath of all this fur so I'm not cutting down in there. All right. Now if I take this and I stick it like this and I curl it under, let me cut under, just trying to make an ear. I don't know how well it's going to work, but okay. See how I did that? I folded it like inwards like that and then like that, like an M. And I think that'll work. So let me do a, oh yeah, I got a mess going on here. Uh-oh, took the rubber off of it. Okay. Alright, let me get that glued that way, that way. Okay, I'm finding the center. Alright, I'm gonna put one ear right here. I'm gonna have to hold it till it completely dries because I don't want to let loosen. Give it a little. I have magic marker all over me. Was messing with the magic markers. Now it's sticking out a little bit. I mean, it's stuck in there, but when I push down, all right, let me see if I can do another one. I want to stay within 2 inches. I'm going to cut the little corners off. Okay, so there's the ear. I'll do my M thing. That's what I'm making it looks like, and then I'm just going to put glue and glue it right there. Because there's so much fur right here, I'm just going to snip a little bit of fur right there, because that's where I want to put that glue. Put it right there. So it's starting to look like a little dog. His ears are sticking out, but I don't have any other color of fur. I need to get some more colors because it doesn't take a whole lot of fur to cover one of these. I still need to wrap something around his neck. I think I'm just gonna use the tan for around his neck. Okay, I wanna pull. See, when I pull down on this, it seems like it's not enough glue. Maybe I have to put a little glue under it. Push it down. Don't know. All right, it's on there. Okay. Let me get a little piece to go around his neck. See how this curls up? When you stretch this, it kind of curls. That's what I want it. I'm just gonna take probably like an inch, a little bit more than an inch, inch and a quarter, and just cut off. Well, maybe it's an inch. It's going down to an inch. So when I pull on it, like I did the bat, see how it curls up? And then go around the neck and go around this blue part. That's what I'm trying to. So if I get this on there. Because when I go to pull on it, it wants to curl up around underneath there, and that's perfect. So we need to get some more glue on here. I told my husband to save all these little pumps. Don't throw them away. Just take them off of the containers and just sit them in the sink, and I will wash them up and use them. And I'm just going to take this all the way around, wrap it all the way around. And that was probably a 5-inch piece. Actually, that turns, so. I mean, the fur is, it's pretty well covered. I don't know if I have anything that looks like a collar or not, because if you put a collar on there, that would be perfect. So let's, give me a second. Let me see if I have something that looks like a collar. This was off of an old purse, so if I cut a piece of this, it was a strap. If I cut a piece of this, I don't think I have a little. I could just use this. If I just use that, well, actually, just leave that on there. Bring this around. I don't know if that's going to be too big. All right, let me do it. Let me do it. Hold on. Okay. Hey, I save everything, and now that you know why I save everything. You just never know when you're going to need it for a project. Okay. I think that's going to be too big. We could put it onto the side, maybe. Oh no, it can go on the back. Well, let's see if we can get it on here. I'll have to trim the edges. It's going to be a little bit too big. I need to go something a little bit smaller. Well, let me get it. Pull it. All right, let me see if I can get. This is just a prototype, remember. All right, he's got his little collar on. It's a little big. It is what it is, but he's got his collar on. All right, we got the doggy. He's got his collar. Excuse me. All right. His ear is on. Actually, it needs to be glued right there. Let's push that back up. Okay, there we go. All right, let's put some eyes on this little guy. All right, we need, I think those would work. These eyes are going to be way too big. No, maybe not. Let me see. Let me do a little. snipping and see if that fits. I got all these at Temu. Alright. Oh no, that would work. And I'm feeling where that little ball is because I want to put them right down in the edge of that ball. So I'm going to use 2 brown ones, which I've used a lot of brown ones. Put that black one back. Now I do have some noses somewhere. They're not in this kit. Let's see here. This is where the noses are. Now I have brown noses. I have a little brown nose. That'll work. Go with the brown. Alright, this is going to be fun trying to get this put on there. I'll snip that one off. Alright. I'm trying to separate where I want the eyeballs. I want one eyeball there, one eyeball there. Okay, there's one. My hands are so big, I don't have the dexterity like I used to since I've gotten older. I don't have no fingernails to hold on to it. Okay. See if I can hold them there. Not too bad. I have to trim that a little bit. Let's see. Just kind of trim it by the nose, maybe. Now I want to stick the nose right there. I'm just going to do it on the fur. Okay. Ah. Not every one of these pumps are the same either, so I gotta trim that glue off. Now I don't have a tongue, and actually I need to put a little glue right there. That tip of that fur didn't get pulled over. There it goes. Need to bring a little brush up so I can have the brush. Just need to trim that glue off of there. Okay, there we go. For my first dog, that's not too terribly bad. So what do you think? I think we can, I think I can make some more of these. I just got to get some other options of fur and find some thinner, something thinner to use for a collar. But now I can put I can put this on the end of a pen, or even on the end of something. I don't know. I don't know. What would you do? Tell me in the comments what you would do with this. I think he's cute. I don't know what else to do with him. Okay, I just wanted to share that with you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all the subscribers. And I will be back to do some more crafting. Bye-bye.